Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel for another video. And today we have Team of the Group Stage, guys. Team of the Group Stage is here. We had made a video this week kind of talking about it, what to expect. And now it is here. So we have some brand new cards, guys. We have a couple new objectives. We've got a couple leaks that are coming, which I'll talk about that in this video. And guys, if you enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up, man. Thank you guys so much for all the support in the channel. It has been crazy. And you guys are the best, man. What can I say? You guys are the best in the business at watching my videos. Yeah, kind of weird to say that. Anyways, though, guys, just for your information as well, guys, we are going to be starting at the latest, probably Rats to Glory, 12 Days of Ratmas. We're going to do a little mini-series. We usually do it on PC. We're going to be doing it on PS4 because it's old gen. I haven't played on that gameplay, and I want to do the original account when we started in July or August. So those will be going up at night every day on the channel, probably starting on Monday. So for all you guys looking for a new TV show, the Rats are going to be back in town. And if you don't know what Rat to Glory is and you're a newer viewer of mine, you can check the playlist on my channel. We just did season 2 this summer. It's really fun. So if you want to get invested in it, It's on the channel. Anyways, guys, we got a couple pretty crazy cards today. I was just looking at Vinny because Vinny just rose in price. He's going up very, very fast. He was just 680K. And Vinny is just a crazy card. I mean, this is probably great that he actually got in because what it means is that we're going to end up getting a Vinny Player of the Month, which is actually awesome. That's going to be, I believe he's going to be all the way up to like an 80. I think he's going to be like an 87, 88, which is actually just phenomenal, guys. So the fact that we're going to be getting that level of a Vinny is very, very, very nice. And I'm very much myself looking forward to it. So I think it's going to be a huge addition. And yeah, I guess we'll just end up seeing, you know, what this Vinny ends up being. I mean, I think he's going to be really good. A lot of you guys keep asking me what I think his Player of the Month is going to be. I'm not really sure yet. I don't really know what EA is going to require it as. I mean, this one on the market is 730K, but what we do need to understand is that this is the first day of Vinny being on the market, right? And people like to overpay for cards on the first day. So I think that we will probably get a Vinny Player of the Month. I think he will win. I think his SBC won't be that much more than maybe 600K, 650. I mean, EA will probably make it a little bit more expensive because they know that people are going to do it. And EA always do that. They always overprice SBCs that they know people are going to do. And hey, look, that Vinny is going to be really crazy. He's going to have high 80s finishing. I mean, that card is going to be usable for the entire year. And the reason why I say he'll be usable for the entire year, yeah, when we get towards the end of the year, we do get crazy cards. But something about the end of the year, you know, that can't really be totally compared is the fact that Vinny has 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, and 99 agility. And right now, we are in the month of December. So, I mean, this is something to really, really consider. And I think that's a phenomenal card. We've got a Mo Salah, who was just, I think he was selling over $1 million on the market. You know, a couple of these cards are definitely rising now. Salah is at 950 now. So a couple of these guys are really starting to go up. Salah is very rare, very rare. I mean, the pack weight today, guys, the most interesting thing that's, you know, my takeaway is the pack weight is so bad. I opened 2 100K packs from the store today on stream, and the pack weight is just so bad. They actually put in ultimate packs into the store. For the sake of the YouTube video, we will send it. I opened 200K packs today. Maybe this is going to change my luck forever. Content season. It's not even a walkout. Are you kidding me? What did I just pack? Did I just get Ibrahimovic? That's my best player. Oh my freaking god. Guys, if I could take something back, I wish I could take that back. I don't even think I'm going to make 25K off this pack. But anyways, guys, proving my point, the pack weight is atrocious. It's atrocious. It's very, very, very bad. Even in the ultimate pack, it's only 3.5% for a team of the tournament player. And usually when that says that percentage, that's actually for the lowest rated player. So the top players, as you guys can see from the market, Salah is like not even packable. So these guys are very, very, very hard to get. Not surprising to me. We got some interesting upgrades. I mean, nothing too crazy. For me, the standout player was the guy that I tried out today is Chiesa. He's extinct on the market. You know, he's really the standout player that we got. We did get a nice little Lewandowski. That came out today. You know, that's a nice looking card. I think Lewandowski, it has some interest all around. I tried him. I didn't love him, but I think it's nice to get a Lewandowski card with a little bit more shooting and a little bit more pace into the game. Obviously, some pretty crazy stats, you know, with the 97 finishing and the 97 attack positioning. It is a card that I think is interesting to some people for sure. So I think EA did a good job of giving out some cards today that were very good. I think even Benrahma, you know, this card for me, he looks pretty good, right? He's got some nice dribbling. He's got some nice pace, some decent looking shooting, some decent looking passing for sure. So I think for me, Benrahma is actually an interesting card. Guys, I think for me, this is a card that's definitely usable. You'd probably give him maybe a Hunter. It's a good cam though. It's a nice cam, in the Premier League, guys, to go ahead and link in your squads. So I think for me, this is definitely a card that has some interest, right? I think it has some interest. Other than that, we've got some pretty decent center backs. I mean, Marquinhos is one of them, guys. Marquinhos obviously playing in the Ligue 1. He's at 535K. He actually got the same exact card pretty much as his UCL Live, except a couple of stats. I mean, we had this scenario where this happened with Salah. This happened with a couple of players where they got pretty similar cards, to their I guess player of the month or live. So that's obviously interesting. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, generally the team is good. I like it. I was surprised that Ronaldo's ones to watch didn't upgrade. He actually went down to 2.1, and then now he's up at 2.3. So I think this will be really interesting to see if his ones to watch ever does upgrade. Basically everybody's convinced that it's not going to upgrade. I kind of am starting to think that, but I was kind of considering today, potentially taking a risk on Ronaldo. I thought there was a chance he would upgrade because, in the past, team of the group stage has upgraded once to watch because it is performance based. But I guess this year, EA is not having it. I guess that's the trend of EA this year, guys. I guess they're just not having it. We got a Howler SBC today, which I thought was kind of interesting. Nothing too crazy there. I mean, this is a card where it is an 85 rated squad. I don't really know what Footbin is saying for it. Footbin's saying 60% upvote, and I think the reason for that at 60,000 coins because fodder's down, you get a card that's actually really strong with amazing finishing, decent dribbling. It's not a terrible card. It's definitely not a card that I would use. But to the people that, maybe they grinded the Eredivisie objectives, it's just nice to have an Ajax link. I mean, you guys saw from the other week, like what happened on the market to the Ajax cards. It might not be worth kind of collecting this card. It does look decent. It's nothing too crazy, but again, this is also a guy that, has terrible pace in FIFA, so they've upgraded the pace. And this dude is on another level in real life right now. So definitely an SBC where if it is of interest to you, I'm not really going to be here sitting saying you shouldn't do it. Because, look, there's a purpose for every card in the game. I've done some SBCs this year that have just been not worth it, guys, like in the slightest. So, I mean, it's just really up to you if that card makes sense for you. I don't know if it does. I actually think this objective this week, I know you're going to say, Nick, this card is bad, but I think this card does have a little bit of a purpose. I mean, this guy has some really, really crazy sprint stats, some really crazy shooting stats, and some really good physical stats. And I think while he does have only 3-star skills, which I don't love, I still think this card has a really big upside as a super sub. And what I like about it is that, the objective grind for it is quite minimal. It really is. I mean, 7 games is not much, guys. You can really breeze through that, especially, you probably run into about 40 to 30% of the people doing this that are just going to do golden goal anyways. So, I mean, this can get done in less than an hour. I think these are the best objectives. Sometimes EA make these, objectives that are 15 games and it's just a bang average card. This is one of those ones where if you're around to the grind and you're interested, check it out, try it out. I think it might be worthwhile, guys. I really, really, really do. So right now, guys, in terms of the market and what's going on, looks like we have, some rises going on team of the group stages. People are definitely buying these cards, and these cards are rising from the looks of it right now. A lot of these guys, are starting to go up. And I think for me, it kind of makes sense because I think I think the pack weight today, I mean, it's just shambolic, right? It's so disappointing to see because, there's a lot of people that are looking forward to the promos on Fridays and spending money. And, to see that level of pack weight be that poor, yeah, man, it's tough to see, man. Even just as a person that's, sitting there as a person that's just kind of watching it all happen, the pack weight today was just so unbearably bad. You could just tell, which is interesting because we had talked about this week, on the channel that team of the group stage is kind of a promo that crashes the market, and that's not going to happen this year. I really don't think that's going to happen because the rarity of these cards is not going to enable the market to crash. I just don't think that's going to happen. I thought there was a couple other cards that we got that are pretty nice. I think Andreas Christensen's a nice card because I think this is cool for, Prem teams. He's about 125K. It's definitely an upgraded card that's usable. He's got good defending stats. I think EA is doing a good job of giving out some Prem center backs at the moment. So this is more of a usable card, for me. I think a lot of this team is going to drop at any point that we get a really good pack accessible to everybody, which would maybe be a preview pack, or any point where we're going to get major supply. I really think that a lot of this team is going to correct at some point. It's just going to take a while. And to be honest, probably a decent amount of these cards because of their usage, right? Like if you think about this team, right? Who are the cards that people are going to put in their teams today because they're so meta? Chiesa, Ronaldo, I would say Salah, I would say Cancelo, Marquinhos, Donnarumma, and Vini, right? Even the center back, Thiago Jallo, right? So these guys are so in demand that I would not be surprised if they're rarity, if they actually just go up a lot overnight. They probably should. I think a lot of these guys are already rising. I think they'll probably come back down again later, right? You got some people panic buying, panic selling. Some people sell cards of the new teams before they go to sleep, which is Europe, the mass player base of the game. That happened like an hour ago. And I know you guys who watch me from Europe, you guys stay up all night. You guys are crazy. But yeah, there's going to be ups and downs with these guys tonight. And then I think generally they'll probably be up pretty high tomorrow. It probably should happen. So that'll be an interesting kind of thing to check out and see. And, you know, we'll kind of monitor that. I actually didn't even realize I picked up Donnarumma for my team today at 190,000, and this guy went extinct. Yeah, this guy is extinct right now. So people are paying the big bucks. Not really seeing this kind of level of a rise on a keeper in a long time, and I think it's because Donnarumma is one of the best keepers in the game. He really is. He's incredible this year. I would totally recommend this card to all of you guys watching. Donnarumma's crazy. I don't know today when I use this guy if he was that much better than the gold, but he is very good. Donnarumma is just obviously a very, very consistent keeper, guys. So for me, it's not surprising to see this guy, you know, rising in price like this. I think it kind of does make sense. As for my club right now, guys, I'm laying pretty low. You guys can see the coins in the top of your screen. We made a lot of coins on signature stars cards this week, just trading those back and forth. So we were able to probably bring back close to $1 million back into the club, which was really good. Maybe probably a little bit more. I think last week, obviously the pack send, you know, we were probably a bit over 13 before that. And then we went hard. We did a lot of packs, Team of the League packs, a lot of content. And look, we came away from Black Friday doing pretty well. And it was a really fun time. We got Inform Messi. We packed them. So I thought we did pretty well. We came away with this, you know, freaking baby Zidane. So for me, it was a dub. But now it's time to kind of make those coins back. So when I see an opportunity, guys, I'm going to share it with you guys on YouTube. Right now, kind of laying low. This promo for me today, a little bit dry. Not too much to do. But obviously, guys, we've got a couple huge things coming up. Foot freeze, and we've also got not to mention icon swaps and prime icons coming in. I think that probably leads me to, you know, a little bit more of my next point, which is any of you guys that are watching my videos, I like to give you guys the heads up. Just be careful buying any of the mid icons tonight, guys, the baby icons. Baby icons do go out of packs at some point next week, but I just think you should be careful, guys, with a couple of these icons. I really think that we are going to see a bit of a price correction you know, in the next week or so, because I think heading into prime icons, some people are going to really start to panic sell some of these cards. So just be careful. I'm not specifically talking about Hullet, but just generally, I think that there's going to be a lot of panic heading into that. And then what's going to end up happening, guys, is so many of the primes on day one are going to be really expensive that a lot of these mids are going to rebound. But you just want to be ahead of the curve because you don't want to end up kind of getting in any crazy panic sell area. It's just not fun. Panic selling is not fun. And you don't want to be, you know, losing out on coins, so on a downtrend or anything. So guys, thanks for watching the videos tonight. I appreciate it. Nothing too long. And we'll have an update tomorrow, guys. See you guys in that. Peace.